Hey Rahul, I'll be racing with the new orange Yoshi prizes. Ooh, Lakitu is back to normal. Let's see what I get. Awesome! First place! Yoshis, come to me! Rubies, coins, tickets. Alright, let's see what I pull. Ooh, another character. Who is it? Daisy! Yahoo! 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 Alright, we can see 4 opponents ended up scoring at least 100,000 points, and the other 11 opponents scoring less than 100,000 points. We can see 4 bots in 17 to 20 places. They have no loadouts and scoring information in the 3 tracks. While I showed the scores and driver loadouts of opponents, I will share my experiences and feelings about Week 1 of Autumn Tour 2022. Feel free to pause the video if you want to view something more closely. This video may be treated as kind of like a podcast or a story time of my experiences and feelings about Week 1 of Autumn Tour 2022. By showing weekly rank cup results, I want to show my journey to tier 99. The current max tier in Mario Kart Tour as of version 3.1.0. I seek to maintain a streak of going up a tier, and when I achieve the maximum tier 99, I hope to stay in the tier as long as I can until Nintendo decides to increase the tier cap in a future update. I really have wanted to collect more high-end uncapped tickets from scoring high in the rank cups. Autumn Tour 2022 represents a season and contains New York Minute courses, which we can associate with Pauline. In response, I think Pauline should have a new alt based on Autumn. The 4 Nintendo girls should represent the 4 seasons. Peach has her wintertime variant to certainly represent winter. Daisy has a fairy variant with her flower crown to represent spring. Rosalina has her swimwear variant to represent summer. Pauline should have a variant to represent fall. Partytime Pauline does not count unless the rainbow glitters on her hair depict different colored leaves. At any rate, to record my experiences in writing, I was able to maintain a log of activities I performed in Autumn Tour 2022. On day 1, my daily challenge was obviously Los Angeles Laps 2. I gathered my daily coins and collected roughly 8% of 70% more player EXP in DS Twilight House. On day 2, My daily challenge was Vancouver Velocity. I collected all player EXP and Vancouver Velocity 3T with the Nabbit Me Racing suit. On day 3, my daily challenge was New York Minute 4T. I raced against Mr. Brazil and 2 top 1000 players. They were tough. With little time, I only gathered about 2% of 70% player EXP in DS Twilight House. On day 4, my daily challenge was Vancouver Velocity T. Additionally, my Coins Aplenty event was in the Yoshi Cup. Apparently, I only gathered 11.7% out of 70% player EXP in New York Minute 2 during Holiday Tour 2019. I went from 27.5% to 85.8% collecting player EXP in that track. Hence, I had to gather the remaining 58.3% out of 70% player EXP. I noticed that coin boxes tend to eject coins far ahead in front of my driver, rather than a scattered spread. The coins can potentially go out of bounds for my driver to collect. After observing this pattern and collecting all player EXP from New York Minute 2, I played Worldwide Battle Mode with a friend I'll call Caramel. Then I collected the remaining 2% of 70% player EXP in DS Twilight House. I am finally done with that battle course right before daylight savings. On day 5, my daily challenge was Los Angeles Laps 2 RT. I finally got to play with Rahao and at least 2 Yoshi friends in balloon battles. I honestly enjoyed balloon battles more in Autumn Tour 2022 than I did in Halloween Tour 2022. I like New York Minute B and seized the opportunity to learn about the layout of the battle course in the Funky Kong Rank Cup. I wish there was a greater variety of battle courses for greater fun. Anyhow, we then race in some city courses. It appears that I only gathered 4.7% out of 70% player EXP in New York Minute T during New York Tour, the first tour in Mario Kart Tour. I lack knowledge about the lower appearance rate of city tracks until Yoshi Tour 2020. Anyhow, I went from level 297, 87.8% to level 298, 53.1%. Hence, I collected the remaining 65.3% of 70% player EXP from New York Minute T. I managed to achieve triple coin Frenzies and a Coinbox in that rank cup track. On day 6, my daily challenge was Los Angeles Laps R. My Tokens Aplenty event was in the Monty Mo Cup. After reading about the version 3.1.0 update, I only played 2 multiplayer races with YMRT. I guess YMRT had something to do. Afterwards, I implemented triple Coinbox Frenzies and Los Angeles Laps T with King Boo Gold. Happy! I gathered 13.9% of 70% player EXP in Vancouver Velocity 3R. On day 7, my daily challenge was Vancouver Velocity T. My coins aplenty was in the Monty Mo Cup once again. Apparently, I had 66.4% out of 70% player EXP in New York Minute 2 RT. I went from 68.5% to 71.8%. Hence, I collected the remaining 3.3% of 70% player EXP in New York Minute 2 RT, which has not shown up in a rank cup. However, New York Minute 2T did show up in the Berto Rank Cup and Holiday Tour 2019. I collected the remaining 13.7% play EXP by going from 71.8% to 85.5%. I gathered about 20% of player EXP in Vancouver Velocity 3. Rahul invited me to multiplayer races with Yoshi friends. I've noticed that she and the Yoshi friends temporarily exited to claim their rank cup rewards to return with the sweet orange Yoshis and orange turbo Yoshi Karts. Yoshi! I eventually did the same. Overall, in my daily log, I felt I did a bit too much math with New York Minute tracks to calculate how much player EXP I collected before and during Autumn Tour 2022. I remember lying down with my spinal cord issue during New York Tour when New York Minute tracks debuted. I suffered with this issue for about 3 months until Holiday Tour 2019, when New York Minute 2 tracks debuted. I have been so glad the issue never returned and that New York Minute tracks returned after their long absence. I would recommend gathering player EXP from such tracks. I managed to put the time to max out the player EXP in the following 6 tracks: New York Minute T, New York Minute 2, New York Minute 2T, New York Minute 2 RT, Vancouver Velocity 3T, and DS Twilight House. I have some more city tracks to collect player EXP. I noticed that the 3 ranked courses contain the Meadow Me's in the Pauline Cup. New York Minute T has the Gold Me Racing Suit Top Shelf. Vancouver Velocity 3 has the Silver Me Racing Suit Top Shelf. And Los Angeles Laps T has the Bronze Me Racing Suit Top Shelf. Is Nintendo trying to tell us something? We may never know. I guess the colors represent the atmosphere of the tracks. The Pauline rank cup was harder, yet I felt my luck was higher. The second place opponent was my biggest threat as shown, since that opponent was improving scores in the last 2 hours with better loadouts. Fortunately, I managed triple coin Frenzies and triple Coinbox Frenzies to make up for a slight deficiency in my levels of my loadouts. I avoided leveling up any of the drivers, carts, or gliders, except for the Wait Me racing suit, which I purchased at a discount for 70 rupees. I could have used Rosalina Aurora instead. Luckily, I saw no ridiculous top 10 players in my opponent's list, but I do anticipate at least one top 10 player in my opponent's list in a future rank cup. I would rather save my tickets